My name is Danielle Holler, and thank you for joining me on Presentation Place. Today, I'm going to talk to you about precision medicine from the real-world perspective. As a patient experience expert, I would like to share with you how the applicability of precision medicine goes beyond applying biomarkers to establish more precise application algorithms, and how important it is to ensure that real-world people do not get lost within unrealistic algorithms. Just like the term patient centricity, a subset within the medical industry are turning precision medicine into a buzzword. However, to those of us that are community-based, the concept of precision medicine details a promising future that has not yet taken root. So if you take the precision medicine discussion out of the marketing landscape and instead approach a concept from the real-world perspective, what you get is the insights required to develop pre-commercial strategies and programs that equate to compliant and trusting community. Precision medicine can be targeted or personalized depending on the landscape. For the biopharmaceutical landscape, precision medicine is targeted because it entails identifying biomarkers that guide applicability and dosing algorithms in order to increase an asset's overall therapeutic potential, reduce adverse events, and improve overall compliance. For the clinical healthcare landscape, precision medicine is personalized because it provides the opportunity to use genetic and molecular profiling to develop a therapeutic program in the clinical setting. This is vital because the rare disease community has been historically getting lost within the clinical healthcare landscape as a result of not fitting into the common algorithms established by traditional medicine. For this reason, we need personalized medicine, and it has become more and more apparent within recent years. For the community-based landscape, precision medicine is received as being both targeted and personalized because undergoing blood work to identify how a therapeutic medication may be to your specific body type establishes an automatic sense of comfort in the algorithms that have been established and developed by the biopharmaceutical landscape for the clinical healthcare landscape to execute. And for the payer landscape, precision medicine is perceived as a clear method to reduce costly medical explorations in an attempt to identify the root cause or causes of the patient's symptom. Either way, regardless of which landscape you're coming from, precision medicine done consciously benefits everyone. Precision medicine is not a new revelation. The first discussion on this topic dates all the way back to year 1999 when Francis Collins, who published the initial precision medicine framework through the rise of the human genome project. Collins claimed there would be a complete transformation in therapeutic medicine and had proposed this to go into effect by 2010. But in 1999, 2 entire decades ago, it was argued that the foundation of precision medicine was unsound and that a one-size-fits-all pill is the more effective answer. There are several assumptions about precision medicine that were pointed out in the 2019 Journal of Clinical Investigation. Of those assumptions, the biggest argument against precision medicine is that patients learning their genetic risk estimates did not seem to change their behavior, thus giving industry reason to believe that precision medicine's real-world applicability would be ineffective. However, the 2019 Journal of Clinical Investigation also stated that the lack of evidence and behavioral changes upon learning one's genetic risk factors have not stopped consumers from continuing to seek learning about their genes. This dynamic points to the uptick in the health and wellness trend that has recently taken over practically every industry. Everyone from doctors, nurses, patients, caregivers, and families are all affected by precision medicine. In the long term, this affects the industry, its professionals, students, and all future medical care. Precision medicine is only as good as the genomic sequencing tests and the nurses and doctors who realize that they need to be ordered. Precision care will only be as good as the tests that guide diagnoses and treatment. Genomic sequencing tests are ideally capable of rapidly identifying or sequencing large sections of a person's genome and are important advances in the clinical applications of precision medicine. Patients, carers, physicians, and researchers need genome sequencing tests to identify genetic variants that will guide the diagnostic odyssey and treatment options in the development process. The data collected from these tests also allow for the advocacy landscape to understand more about the disease and be better partners to the academic and industry landscapes. This is why community-based advocacy landscape is so vital to the advancement of precision medicine. In general, our personal and private medical and biological data must be compiled into global registries and databases in order to even be able to establish precision medicine as a standard of care. As the industry works on establishing the digital health databases and bioinformatic tools required to curate the data needed to establish precision medicine standards, we cannot forget the one thing we all need in order to fuel the next generation of digital health: platforms. We need the people of the community. The simple answer is community-based trust. Genomic sequencing capabilities are continuously evolving, along with a variety of digital health platforms, constantly being brought to the marketplace. The one common denominator that each platform, each sequencing program, each precision medicine strategy requires is the trust of the people of the community. And this is because through the practice of precision medicine comes great responsibility and community engagement. Genomic data collection can leave people vulnerable to potential eugenic practices, unwanted exposure to payers, and significant areas of exploitation, which I won't get into now, but it is important that we discuss what happens to the data that informs precision medicine protocols. The community has united to an informed network that allows for community-based trust to develop, but only when the patient and the care needs are being met. The current community-based landscape for patients and carers navigating the healthcare space, seeking accurate diagnosis and treatments, is traumatizing. It's not efficient. Too many patients get lost in the mix of clinical chaos. And it's jading, where after a while, the concept of personalized medicine can feel like a faraway dream. Understanding these small, seemingly insignificant experiences about the patient or carer experience is vital to developing the trust required to save the lives of the people affected by life-threatening rare diseases that without precision medicine and technology can't even be diagnosed, leading millions of people down an unnecessarily expensive journey through the healthcare system. The health insurance fight shouldn't include sequencing that's required for precision medicine. More whole genome sequence approvals, the cheaper the service will become. That's just economics. The constant coverage denials fighting payers is a burnout that perpetuates high emergency room bills that could have been avoided with the approval of a genome sequence. There are patients who had to undergo lung transplants because they weren't diagnosed in time with alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, a rare condition that is easily diagnosed through exome sequencing. There are children with Batten disease that are now battling with progressive neurological deterioration because they couldn't get a whole genome sequence improved in time. And for those patients that survive the biological trauma of the diagnostic odyssey, often results in medical PTSD. It makes it extremely difficult to garner the trust needed in order to maintain and obtain the data required to implement research-based precision medicine protocols. The chaos of the diagnostic odyssey has motivated community-based professionals to organize through the rare advocacy movement and partner with advocacy-based experts who are community-focused and interested in working together to improve all of our life's experiences, to collaborate with like-minded, morally sound professionals that work to protect our community-based interests. This community-based effort is designed to eliminate current bottlenecks and avoid the development of more silos that have stagnated progress, so that as a community-focused ecosystem, we are able to work with industry, academic, and healthcare-based stakeholders that are ready to implement precision medicine protocols and become standards of care. Everyone can already see the potential that precision medicine offers the current landscape. It won't just prevent unnecessary suffering, but it will also save lives, reduce the economic financial burden of the medically complex community, and make our healthcare system better equipped to react to future potential global pandemics. In order to establish precision medicine as a standard of care, the current lived experiences of rare diseases and other medically complex patients must be understood, and the ongoing issues of bottlenecks and silos must be addressed. The rare advocacy movement has built an efficient infrastructure on the community-based level, designed to establish collaborative partnerships with truly diverse, inclusive, and equitable community-based organizations. This is the missing piece of the foundation required to streamline progress. We have now opened up silos, resolved bottlenecks that otherwise would have resulted in clinical trial failure. We are now working with organizations and matching them to their true indications, and are partnering with digital health platforms to address issues that result in insufficient data collection efforts. You have a role to play in this dynamic community-based system that is designed to support the development of a future where precision medicine protocols initiate the very moment a patient walks into a doctor's office. Every single one of us has a role to play. Will you play yours? I would like to thank all of you for joining me today on Presentation Place to discuss precision medicine from the real-world perspective. I hope to see all of you at the Living Rare after party. Take care for now, and know that your work does not go unnoticed. Thank you for having me join you today to discuss precision medicine.